Ruby had always loved the city. Its noise, its lights, its crowds. Every morning, in her bright red hoodie, she glided through the throngs of people, weaving effortlessly like she owned these streets. Her mother often remarked with a smile, "You're growing up too fast," and Ruby would simply grin back. She wasn't fearless, but she certainly knew how to take care of herself. One Saturday morning, her mother prepared a small basket filled with homemade soup, warm bread, and a handwritten message card. "Take this to your grandmother," she said gently. "She hasn't been feeling well. And remember, stay aware. Don't take shortcuts today." Ruby nodded, brimming with confidence. "I'll be back before sunset," she assured her, as she slung the basket over her arm and stepped into the bustling city. Everything felt vibrant. But halfway to the subway station, her phone buzzed. A message from an unknown account flashed on the screen. "Hey Ruby, I'm a friend of your grandmother. She asked me to guide you. The road ahead is blocked. Take the side street instead." Ruby hesitated, sensing something was off. After ignoring the message, another text arrived. "You're going the wrong way. Trust me. I know your grandmother's building." Ruby's heart began to race as she noticed a man at the far end of the platform, wearing a dark jacket, staring directly at her. His gaze was unblinking, and a chill swept over her. When Ruby finally reached her grandmother's neighborhood, the world seemed quieter. Sunlight filtered through the trees, washing her in warmth. She breathed a little easier now, her spirit lifting as she approached the familiar building adorned with her grandmother's tiny blue flower sticker. But as she neared the door, her smile faded. The door was little open. "Nanny," Ruby whispered, her voice trembling. Silence enveloped her. Stepping inside cautiously, the lights were off, but the footprints on the floor sent a shiver down her spine. Then, she heard a small creak from the kitchen. Panic surged within her as a shadow emerged from the kitchen. It was the man, the same one from the subway. Ruby's heart pounded in her chest, and instinct kicked in. Without thinking, she turned and ran. Down the hallway she dashed, pounding on a neighbor's door. "Help! Someone's inside my grandmother's apartment." The door burst open, and neighbors rushed out, responding to her calls for help. Voices filled the air as someone shouted for security, another dialed the police. The corridor erupted into action. The man attempted to flee down the stairs, but the building guard caught him before he could escape. Ruby stood there, trembling, her basket clutched tightly in her hands. Just then, her grandmother emerged from her bedroom, worry etched across her face. "I heard noises. What happened?" As Ruby rushed into her arms, tears of relief streamed down her cheeks. "I thought something happened to you." Later that evening, as they gathered in the warmth of her grandmother's living room, Ruby caught sight of her red hoodie on the chair. In that moment, it transformed from just her favorite color to something much more. A reminder that courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it whispers quietly, saying, "I know something isn't right, and I'm going to trust myself." The city outside glowed softly through the window, and for the first time that day, Ruby felt completely safe.